So it's Miss B. For life. For life. Do, 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 do. Act 10. Pistol grip pumped on my lap at all times. That's where that comes from. I like West Coast rap. Hello. I got all this on because it's cold in Atlanta. Yo, it's cold. It's 54 degrees. Oh, Lord. It's so cold in the G. Shout out to you Detroit players. I know that's y'all song. Ooh, I went to Detroit in August, y'all. It was cold here. I was singing, it's so cold in the D. It was August. I went down there with somebody from the East, okay? She let me come in flip-flops. Lord. You ever been to Detroit in August in flip-flops and capri pants? It wasn't a good look. It was cold like a mug. Ooh, how y'all doing? It's Friday. I just got paid. I got paid yesterday. And now I'm broke because the bills got it. So what are we talking about today? It's a sad day. It's a sad day, y'all. It's kind of a sad day. Well, number one, it's a sad day because Stacey Abrams, I think she just conceded. You know, I ain't got nothing against Brian Kemp. You know, actually, he's Secretary of State. So, I'm not like dead set against Brian Kemp. And to be honest with you, I don't care who get mad. I wasn't like in love with Stacey Abrams either. I mean, of course, that would have been cool for her to have been the first African American woman governor ever. That would have been fly. But there's something about her. But I ain't speaking against her sister. You don't do that. I don't do that. But neither do I vote for folks because of the color of their skin. I don't do that either. I don't believe in that. It's cool and all when we recognize and we do our thing. I don't know why I keep putting it in focus. So I'm gonna do some vlogging with my ring light because I've been doing a lot of stuff with my makeup, and y'all can't see how fly my makeup is today. Not really. But see, here's the thing I do with my makeup. You can't really tell I have makeup on because I'm a woman of a certain age, and I be painting my face like a canvas. I'm not really putting makeup on so you can see the makeup. I'm putting makeup on so you can't see, so I can look like I usually look. Because I get up in the morning, y'all, I look in the mirror and I say, who that is? Who that? I don't know her. Okay? Because I be looking different. That's what happens. My mother never told me some of the stuff that's going to happen to you when you get old. If y'all stick with me, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to do a whole vlog on what to expect after you turn 38. I guarantee you don't know. Because I didn't know. But anyway. So it's sort of a sad day. But what's really sad, and what my vlog is about today, is that I have a cat. I am not a crazy cat lady. I only have one cat. And I love animals. So we're going to get that out of the way right now. I like dogs. I like cats. I like birds. I like fish. I love animals. But as a child, I had a lot of dogs. Shout out to any of my friends that knew me growing up. Where when you knocked on my door, you had to hold it. Because they all would rush the front door at the same time. Bam! Hit the glass. Straight tripping. And one time we had 7 dogs. And I know that sounds a little unsanitary, but it just kind of happened that way. We didn't keep them all that long, but We had Ali. We had Precious. Ali was Husky Shepherd. Precious was some kind of poodle mixed with something big. I think my mother said collie. And Ali was Shepherd and Border Collie. No, Husky. No, Husky and German Shepherd. Okay. Then, so we had those two for a while. And then we had an older dog that we always had. Like, he's in my baby pictures. His name was Patches. He's a terrier. And he was a terror. He was an old man. A wiry gray terrier. So that's 3 dogs. And then my mother found a Maltese, a beautiful white Maltese in the street, and she rescued her. And her name was January. Jan for short. And so she was like the puppy. She was like the new dog that, we had no dogs for a long time. We got her. And then she just happened to find another white Maltese in the street that was a male. I mean, it was like, she was like, they're going to get married. I'm like, Mama, for real? For real, for real? Y'all can't see me. So, that's too much light. Y'all need to see me like that. Y'all need to see me anyway. Y'all can hear me. So, Jan and Dan, that's right, his name was Danny boy. Jan and Dan got married and had babies. And guess where they had the babies at? They had the babies on my lap. I'm telling you all this for a good reason. We was on our way to the vet because Jan was so little she couldn't have her puppies. My mother freaked out. She said, put the dog on your lap. Halfway to the vet, they start coming. I'm like, what the heck? Oh! I had to pull the sack open with my fingers. I birthed these babies on my lap. All of them. By the time we got to the vet, she'd had the puppies. So it's I'm telling you, I must have been 12. Bartholomew, Barry for short, Trixie, Sugar, Tippy, Barry, and Popeye, which Popeyes had a proper name. I think no, that's Barry. Barry was kind of fat. I can't remember what Popeye's proper name was. Oh, that's a trip. I named all those dogs. They all had first and second names, middle names. I have to think about Popeye. The world was Popeye's real name. But anyway, so of course this would make. And then we gave away Tippy, but to my aunt, so I saw him all the time. We gave away Sugar and Trixie. So at one time we had 7 dogs. Okay, and a bird, and a catfish, and a fishbowl. That's a whole nother story. So I love dogs and cats. But having all those dogs, and then my girlfriends had dogs I were attached to. Oh Lord, it's always so dark down this damn street. So my girlfriend had dogs I was super attached to: Rusty, Sam, Wanda, Samson. And Sam and Samson were different dogs. They were Alaskan Malamutes. And then my other friend, Dee Dee, she had a dog, Sheba. I mean, I was attached to all my friends' dogs. And cats. Because Kelly Jo had Chloe Jo. I think his name was Clojo. Yellow and white cat. Love Clojo. Oh my God. So anyway, I love dogs and cats. But I was so hurt when some of my pets passed away. Precious, Ali. My mother died, and all my pets, honest to God, they grieved and they died. Popeye got hit by a car. I don't know what happened to Barry. I think Barry was given away. But anyway, Popeye got hit by a car. Precious got pregnant at a late age, had a miscarriage, died giving childbirth. Girl, that was dramatic. That's a whole nother story. I say girl, but if you a guy, I'm talking to you too. So I just have real traumatic experiences with dogs and cats, and I just love dogs and cats. And all my coworkers, I know their cats. I give their dogs and cats presents for their birthdays, anniversaries, Christmas. I don't give people no gift. I give their dogs and cats gifts. So I'm just letting y'all know I love dogs and cats, but I wouldn't get one as an adult. And my daughter had never had a pet. I wouldn't get one as an adult because it's too traumatic when they get sick and die. If they get sick and die. Oh, and let's not talk about my Aunt Dolores. Midnight, Ebony, Savannah, Zorro. Oh my God, those cats. I love those cats so much. I still carry their picture. As a matter of fact, my wallpaper is Savannah on my phone right now. And some of them died kind of traumatically, with illnesses. And then some of them died so beautifully, like terms of endearment. Oh my gosh. Ebony curled up in the bed with my aunt and just passed away. So sweet. But I hooked up with a friend at a job that loves animals as much as I do. And there was a stray that she's like, oh my God, I love this cat. He's so wonderful. He's so cool. I got to find a way to save him. And for weeks, we tried to, it was like 4 cats. And there was some old heifer that had moved in the building that didn't like pets. So she was going to call the pound. So the apartment complex was like, we've got to find a home for these cats. So we got everybody except Midnight. And so she said, you know what, I'm going to get Midnight. She was buying a house. And she said, so I'm going to keep Midnight. So I'm not worried about him. But it came the time that she had to take Midnight. And she didn't have her house yet. And she said, Banana, can you just keep Midnight for like 2 weeks? And then I'm going to come get him. And I was like, I don't know. I don't want a pet. I haven't had a pet in years, not in my house. And so I asked my husband, and he was kind of like never been around pets either. But his cousin had these stray cats that we kind of liked. And there was a black cat. He was like super cool. We used to like bring him chicken and stuff when we would come visit. And, we always would talk about Midnight. Midnight was so cool. So he was like, well, I don't know. I don't mind. So I actually brought him home. This cat, once we lured him into a crate and brought him home, he walked in our house. Honest to God, he looked around like this. He laid down on the floor and stretched out. I was like, I can do this. Seriously. He made himself at home. And my husband just fell in love with him. He was like, you know what? Tell her we keeping him. And he has just been a joy, y'all. Seriously. He was 2 years old when we got him. He's a big black cat. He's 22 pounds. He's cool as a fan. He's like a teenage boy for the longest time. He's getting a little older now. He's 7 now. But he's never done anything. He's never scratched up anything. He's never had any problems in the house. He's never had an accident. He's just been perfect. And he watches the house. We always say he's like a supervisor, a foreman. He's constantly watching the yard for us. If somebody comes up, he's like a guard dog. He goes crazy. We know when somebody's on the property. He does not play. Don't let a repairman come to the house. Oh, he gonna watch every move you make until you leave, because he don't play that. This is his house, his yard, and he patrols it. And he's just got me just I done made a fool over myself, over the cat. Hold on a second.